my name's Ashley Rice and welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay guys, in this video I'm going to be trying out a bunch of different vegan deodorants to find out which ones are the best and which ones I would recommend. I actually have 6 different types to try out, and I'm going to give each of them a day where I'm going to be at the gym, and basically I'm going to apply it at the beginning of the day and then tell you my thoughts at the end of the day and tell you how hard I worked out and any other variable factors that might make it different from day to day. But really quickly, I just want to introduce you to all 6 of the deodorants before I start this actually tomorrow. One of these I've actually tried before, and if you want to see that video, I'm going to link it up in an eye over there, I believe. And that is going to be this guy right here, which I am already in love with, so I know this is a really good one, but there are things about it that necessarily I don't think people will like. But this is the Zion Health Clay Dry Deodorant, and the flavor, the scent is original. But I absolutely love it. But if you want to know more about this, I am going to start the 6 off with this guy just because I already know about it. It's kind of like the one that I'm basing all these other ones off of, just because this is something I already use and I already love. Some things about this guy: it does have extra strength protection. It is aluminum free, which I think is really, really important. It's obviously vegan. All of these are vegan. All of these are cruelty free, so you don't have to worry about any of that. It is also paraben free. Another one that I got recently, and this video is also out on my channel already. I unboxed this with a bunch of their other products, so again, I'll link that up in an eye right there if you want to go ahead and check it out. But this is natural vegan deodorant. It is compostable, biodegradable, 100% natural, handmade, and vegan. And I love how they do their packaging. I'm already kind of obsessed with it, because basically what you do to make it go up higher is you push here. I'm not going to do that right now, but you basically push on it and it'll pop out more. That's it. Super easy, super simple. And then once I'm done with it, I can throw it in the compost bin, which I think is so cool. For the smell, something I didn't say earlier, I don't have the best sniffer in the world, so if I don't smell anything, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's free of scent. So this one smells like essential oils. I think it's got a little bit of lavender in it. Yeah, lavender oil. Okay, another one that I got is Arbonne Pure Mint Deodorant. I actually got this for free when I did an Arbonne unboxing. If you want to see that video as well, I'll link it up in an eye there. Everything in Arbonne is vegan and cruelty free as well, which I think is awesome. Obviously it smells like mint. And I would say this one smells kind of like spearmint gum, if anyone remembers the smell of that. This one is a newer brand that came out in Target, and it is the Love Beauty and Planet brand. And the smell is argan oil and lavender. It's supposed to be a relaxing deodorant. It also has 24-hour odor protection, 24-hour long-lasting fragrance, ethically sourced lavender. There is no aluminum, no alcohol, and no parabens. Second to last, we have Smits Rose and Vanilla Deodorant. And I'm really excited to try this because a lot of people said amazing things about this. I mean, even here at the top, it says award-winning natural formula. So like, you know it's going to be good. It has no aluminum, no propylene glycol, and no artificial fragrance. It effectively neutralizes odor and absorbs wetness. Okay, and last but not least, before we actually start diving into all the deodorants and trying them out, we have Nativa. I don't know if they're trying to be fancy or whatever, but it's spelled like native, and it is native deodorant, Eucalyptus and Mint. It is paraben-free, aluminum-free. I'm very excited about trying this one. This one is also one that I saw on a lot of lists, and oftentimes this was in spot number 1 as the best deodorant out there. So I'm really excited to try this out and let you guys know what I think about it as well. Also, I love eucalyptus. I think it's an amazing thing to put in so many products. I just think it works really, really nicely. But I don't want this video to be forever and a day because I just want to let you know which ones are good and which ones are not. So let's go ahead and head over to day 1. Okay guys, it is bright and early. It is 7:49 in the morning. Just got done showering. I've already applied it. I had my husband sniff check me because I don't have the best sniffer in the world to let me know on a scale from 0 to 10 how much I smell like me. And what I mean by that is like 0 meaning I'm obviously wearing like deodorant, it doesn't really smell like me in my armpits, to 10 like me smelling at my worst. After showering, I don't get this, but he's like, oh, you smell like a 1 or a 2. And then after applying today's deodorant, which is again the Zion Health Clay Dry Deodorant, he said, I don't smell any of you, you smell really, really, really pleasant. So that's where I'm at. I can definitely smell the citrus of this guy. It is a very strong scent. So for those of you who maybe can't do strong scents, this is not the one for you. I'm just going to give you some brief thoughts of it as I applied it today, only because I have a whole other video really going into depth about this product. Basically with this one, I definitely recommend applying it after the shower. Let your armpits still be damp when you're applying it because it'll go on smoother. Also, sometimes when I have this guy, I put it in the shower with me so that it loosens up right here. Otherwise, when you're applying it, sometimes it's still kind of rough. Basically, I'm running a few errands today. I'm going to be recording a little bit of some audiobook stuff, and then we're going to work out later today. And at the end of the day, I'm going to come back with my husband to sniff check me and let you know what I smell like right before we go to bed. But I mean, yeah, other than that one, I would just say the hardest part about this one is just applying it. And if you're used to a dry deodorant, I honestly think you're going to love this one. It's so amazing. If you're not used to one, it's really going to take like the process of learning which way works best for you, whether it's applying right after a shower or if it's holding it under your armpit to let it soften up a little bit before applying it, because that works really, really nicely too, but you do have to wait a little bit while doing it. But overall, I've been using this deodorant for a while now and I really, really like it. I've never had a bad reaction with this one. Basically, all that happens is there's a little bit of the pulling of the skin and you do feel a little bit of a warming sensation just because like you've been pulling something dry against your skin, so there's a little bit of irritation, but not enough for like red marks or anything like that. It's just my armpits feel slightly warm because of the pulling. But other than that, I've never really had anything that has made me not like this deodorant. I think it works amazing, which is why I wanted to show it to you guys first. I think it's absolutely amazing. In fact, if you want to try this, I do have a coupon code down below so you can check it out. This is not an affiliate link whatsoever. It's just a coupon code that the company gave me when I made the initial video of it. So totally feel free to use that if you want to try it out for yourself. Okay guys, it is 11:50 p.m. but I'm gonna have Lowell tell me how much I smell. He is a little bit sick, so it's not gonna be like 100% accurate, but he also has like a really good sniffer, so like I'm not too worried about it. So come smell me.
I'm not getting any sweat.
Really? Oh, and I sweated a lot, you guys. I was like, I'm gonna push myself hard.
Like, I'm not getting the deodorant either, but I'm not getting any like sour smell.
And I think that's what happened when we tried this guy first, because this is the one I tried today. So if you watch the video, I think that's basically what happened. And that one was worse too. Like I did some like more extreme testing of it then.
That one was a no shower at the beginning of the day.
Yeah, I was bad. So, yeah, I mean, this one holds up exactly how it did last time, and like, I've really, really been enjoying it. So I'm excited to see how the other ones compare and what I think about those guys. Okay guys, it is the next day. It is 8:10 in the morning. I am still very tired, as you can tell. But today I'm gonna be trying out the Love Beauty and Planet deodorant. And I have Lowell here to do some sniff checks since I can't really tell you how I smell. Go ahead and tell me how I smell before I put it on. From a scale of like my smell of like normal smells, like 0 to like 10 being like me at my worst.
It's at about a 2 or 3 today.
Can you tell me how this smells?
Like all the other products that this scent have had. Pleasant, kind of just mostly lavender. The argan oil, I don't really have anything else but their products that I know how it smells from, so.
This smells a little bit of a different lavender than a lot of other lavender products I've smelled though. It smells more like, I don't want to say chemical, because that's not really what it is, but it doesn't smell as natural.
I don't know if I can place the difference with it.
Yeah, I mean, they have some things on here that I have no clue what it is, so that could be impacting the lavender oil that they've used. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on and you can tell me how I smell afterwards, since apparently I'm a smelly person. Okay. It goes on very, very smooth.
Seeing a little bit of white debris left on your pit afterwards. Yeah, I'm only smelling the pleasant lavender now.
Perfect. But now I'm gonna go ahead and apply it on the other side. We'll see if that debris thing is still happening. So let me position myself so you guys can see. I mean, it goes on fairly smooth. It feels kind of, I don't want to say wet, but it's like a wetter deodorant. Granted, I've been using a dry deodorant for a while now. And then we'll see how well it actually stays on. It does say that it should have 24-hour odor protection. So we'll see if that actually happens. I am going to mostly be working today. And then from there, I am going to the gym later on today to do some cardio. And then we're just going to kind of chill for the rest of the day. So we'll see how well it holds up. Okay guys, it is 12:08 and we're gonna do the final sniff test for the day. I did have Lowell sniff me before we went to work out earlier in the day, and I mean, you're here, you can go ahead and say.
Yeah. Her smell was already starting to peek through even before a workout, so I'm not optimistic for right now.
And I was a sweaty mess, so okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You a bit stinky.
I was working out really hard today. Oh my god, it's going crazy. Yeah. Tell us more. I didn't really have high hopes for this one either when I put it on because it was so wet when I put it on. So I'm like, I figured most of it probably rubbed off. This is by far the wettest deodorant I have ever applied. And I mean that one, like it felt like my armpits were sweaty. I probably wouldn't do this one again. If that's the type of deodorant you like, for instance, you said you like those type of deodorants that are a bit more wet.
Yeah, I think they're usually labeled as fresh, quote unquote, and that's generally the style I tend to go for.
Yeah, I probably would not get this again. I think there is at least one option so far you guys have seen that I like a lot better and that I've been using for a while. So I think the smell is very pleasant, but it definitely will not hold up even for normal day-to-day activities for me, at least. Sorry, our cat's going crazy in the background. He wants food. Okay guys, it is the third day of the deodorant test and it is 10:32 a.m. I slept in a little bit today. And today I decided I wanted to try out the natural vegan deodorant. I'm really excited to see how this guy works out. But first I'm gonna have my husband do a quick sniff check. I just hopped out of the shower, as you can obviously tell. Probably be a 1 or a 2 again, or a 3 or whatever.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But the thing that I like about this one, it is compostable, biodegradable, 100% natural. It's also handmade and vegan.
Yeah, it just smells like lavender.
I really like the smell of this one. I think this, out of the 3, it's so relaxing. Let's go ahead and throw it on. I'll do it on this armpit first so you can smell. So it is not as creamy as the one that I tried last time, but it's not as difficult to put on as the dry deodorant is. And this is me using it for the first time, so we'll see if it applies even smoother for the second armpit, but there is a little bit of resistance. I think you guys can see that a little bit. Okay, come in and smell. I might need to apply more.
Yeah, I'm mostly getting the lavender, but I'm smelling just a little bit of you. I'm not sure.
Let me do a little bit more. I didn't do it as hard as I did last time. Yeah, as I'm using it, it's getting a little bit easier. But there is still a little bit of resistance. It's not like pulling, it's just resistance.
Okay, now it's just the lavender.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, as it went on, it became a lot easier. I would definitely recommend just doing strokes, not like back and forth. That's when it really had a lot of resistance. I love the smell of this so much. So I would definitely say that wasn't very difficult to apply at all. Just a little bit of pull, but that's kind of about it. Not very much of it. And I think that's just with the fact that it was first use. You know, as I used it more, it became a lot easier. So today we're gonna be doing an intense workout. So I'll probably be sweating real hard, a little bit harder than I did last time. And then after that, I just have to do some errands, a little bit of work. Okay guys, it is now the end of the day. It is 12:53 a.m. We are about to hit the hay, but I'm gonna have Lowell do the sniff check. We worked out really hard today. We really pushed ourselves. It was a hot, sweaty mess. So we'll see how well this one held up throughout all of that. So come on and sniff me.
We're needing to do interval training today.
Yes.
I do not smell the deodorant anymore. It's just
stanky me.
The worst of your smell, to put it lightly.
So on a scale from 0 being, you know, you can't really smell the person, to 10 being you haven't showered in a couple of days.
7 or an 8.
Oh. So maybe not the best one if you are planning to sweat your butt off at the gym. But every day, I don't know, might be a little bit nicer.
Yeah, I think every day, the especially nice thing with this one is that it's not a plastic container.
Yes, it is compostable, which is amazing.
So I think depending on the person, that might be worth having to apply twice a day.
And also this thing never guaranteed that it was super strong or long lasting. Like that's not what this is trying to do. So I would say the things that I really like about this is the smell. The smell is freaking amazing. I love all of everything on the front right here. The fact that it's compostable, it's biodegradable, it's recyclable, it's 100% natural, handmade, vegan, all of it. I love it. So obviously I'm not a person who I generally apply deodorant more than once a day. I'm one of those people, so I like to have something I can just apply once and put on. However, I really, really like this for like days where maybe I'm just sitting around in the house not really doing much. I could definitely see using this deodorant, and that's probably how I'll finish this one off, is by using it on days that I'm really not doing much. Okay guys, it is the 4th day now, I believe, and it is 8:03 in the morning. And today I pulled out Smits. I've had this for a while now, so I'm really excited to finally be opening it up and trying it out, because I was trying to get through some other deodorants first. But first I have to have my husband sniff me and tell me that I smell disgusting.
Yeah, about 1 or 2 again.
Yeah. That is kind of what it looks like. It's a bit different than I thought it was gonna look like. So, how's the smell of this?
Yeah, very rosy.
Very rosy. Okay, let's try it. So we'll get past the first few little bits and then I'll tell you my thoughts. It's going on fairly smooth. There are like, it feels like there's little beads in it, like little exfoliants. I don't know if there actually is.
But I think those are just the bits coming off the sides. See how it feels on the other.
No. Like, it just feels a little rougher in some parts of it, but it feels smooth, but it has rough moments.
Interesting.
That's why I'm saying like it feels like an exfoliant would. Like, it's going on very smooth. You guys can see that. There's no pull whatsoever, and like the longer I'm using it, the smoother it is getting. However, is it staining me a little bit?
A little bit.
Oh, okay. However, it does feel like there's little exfoliant beads in there or something like that. That's the best way I can think to describe it. Well, go ahead and smell me.
Yeah, I'm just getting the rose.
Yeah, it's weird that it's like, I think you guys can notice it up here. That's where I'm noticing it.
Wonder if that goes away as it dries.
That's what I'm wondering too, or I have to like work it in or something like that, because I know some deodorants you have to like do that kind of thing. Yeah, I would say it's just like, it's smooth, but it feels like there's something in it that also makes it like the tinge bit rough. I don't know how else to describe it, you guys. If you've used this deodorant before, let me know in the comments below what you think. Also, let me know if it stains you like this one does, like a tinge, and maybe with more use it won't do that. Overall, I think the smell is very pleasant. It does have a mild to strong smell. I mean, I can smell it, so that makes me think it has a stronger smell than I think it does. Overall, I think this is so far really, really great. I think this would be wonderful if it's kind of a nice in-between of the dry deodorant versus that one that was really, really wet that did not last half of the day. It also says it offers long-lasting protection, so we'll see at the end of the day. I am going to the gym today. We're gonna be doing mostly cardio, so we'll see how well it holds up throughout that. Okay guys, it is 11:05 p.m. and we are going to hit the hay, so I'm gonna have my husband come and sniff check me, and let's see how well this deodorant held up.
I don't know that I'm actually smelling you. I think I'm still smelling deodorant. Let me go one more time.
Okay.
Just gonna make sure.
It did good. I was sweating, not like crazy at the gym, mostly because I was so exhausted from our last workout. So I didn't go like hardcore, but I was still sweating pretty good, so.
Yeah, I'm still getting the like pleasant rose, and what's the other thing? Vanilla.
Vanilla, yeah.
I'm still getting that pleasant smell, and yeah, I don't think I'm getting any of your smell underneath it.
That's awesome. See, so I've heard a lot of really good things about this deodorant, and it, I think, holds up. I actually halfway through the day had like a itch in my armpit, and I went to go itch it, and I could still very much feel that I had deodorant on, which is not very normal. I feel like, especially with the last few that I've tried, whenever I like have had an itch and I go there, it just feels like I'm itching my armpit and there's nothing there. So this one I could definitely still very much feel halfway through the day. Are my pits still stained?
Yeah, I think I see the faintest outline of a stain.
Okay, so maybe that's the only thing to keep an eye out for, you guys, is this might like, obviously when I take a shower tomorrow morning, it's gonna go away. I don't think it's gonna like fully stain me or anything like that. But do keep an eye on that, just in case if like you put this on and then maybe you put like white on underneath it. Like, I'm just worried about that transferring. I don't know how that would work. If you have tried out this deodorant and you have experienced or not experienced that problem, let me know in the comments below.
Or if you just have, you know, like pale skin and you're wearing a shirt without sleeves.
But other than that, I would definitely say it is totally worth trying. And this is easier to find than the dry deodorant that I showed you guys first. So that is kind of a nice plus about this as well. Okay guys, it is 8:01 a.m. And we're going to be trying out another deodorant today, go figure. And that is going to be this Arbonne Pure Mint one. I'm excited to see how the mint works because we've tried a mint deodorant before and I thought it was really intriguing. Today at the gym, we're going to be doing kind of a mix of cardio and weights, so we'll see how that works out. But I'm going to have Lowell come and sniff check me.
All right. Oh, 0 or 1 today.
Oh. Score. Go ahead and do this. This one looks like it'll be one of those like more wet style ones, at least looking at it. That's what it looks like. So let's just, oh yeah, 100%. It glides on super easy though. This is a very, very easy application. Get in there a little bit. Then come sniff me.
Yeah, it's just a pleasant mint. I'm trying to figure out which kind of mint it smells like.
Oh.
It's vaguely pepperminty.
This is not as strong of a smell as I think the last mint we used.
Oh yeah, this is a very gentle mint smell.
Mm-hmm. I'm not really feeling like a cooling sensation either, like we did with that other one.
And it was the Zion Health Clay Dry mint one.
Yeah. And like, I think that video is already linked up in an eye. I'm not gonna lie to you, because it's gliding on so nicely and there's really not much, like it's more of that wet style, it makes me think this is not gonna last the whole entire day just because the style really hasn't been working for me. I am starting to feel a slight cooling sensation on this side now. It took a little bit to like kick in before it did that. Yeah, the mint is really starting to kick in now, so I'm really starting to feel that cooling sensation. So I think mint is such a great option for people who like you sweat galore. Like my husband is one of those people. We talk about this in the other video, but he just like, he sweats all the time. So something minty was really nice for him because it gave him like a period of time where he wasn't sweating, where he was just like cooling off, which I think is really, really great. I don't necessarily need that feature, though I do love mint in all its forms, but I do tend to get cold really quick. So mint's usually not my go-to. However, like this one isn't that bad so far, but we'll see because I feel like it's building and building and building. So eventually it might become really, really cold. And I'll give you an update about that at the end of the day. Okay guys, I'm gonna give a quick update because I am so cold. But I am like a cold baby, which is so sad because I live in Minnesota. But I'm fine when my armpits are down, but when I raise my armpits, I get a huge blast of wind and it's freezing. This one also does feel wet. Like I've been saying before, it feels like there's already sweat in my armpits basically, which I don't really like that feeling. However, like I know there are people who that doesn't bother you, or those are the type of deodorants you go for. So I honestly think like my husband would probably love this deodorant because he likes the wetter deodorants and he likes the cooling effect, and it's like, it's going strong, man. And it's been lasting a while now. I don't know the exact time. Let me check really quick. So it's only 8:30, but it's still like going strong. Okay guys, it is now 12:18 a.m. and we are about to head off to sleep. But before we do that, we gotta do a little sniff check.
It's somewhere between your smell and the mint from this morning.
Interesting.
So I put it like at maybe a 3 or 4 as far as how bad the smell is, because the mint is still covering it, but it is starting to peek through.
So it's worse than this morning though.
It is worse than this morning,
okay,
but it's not bad. Although it was more of a leg workout today.
Yes. Yeah, we didn't go as hard. Our cardio was pretty light just to kind of get warmed up, and then we went over to legs, though I still did sweat. But overall, this deodorant felt fine, but the wetness that I talked about earlier, it went away fairly quickly. So there is that to think about as well. I probably wouldn't do this deodorant again, specifically the mint. I would love to try out some of the other ones, but I do not think this one is personally my favorite. I think there's a few other ones that I would use over this one. Okay guys, today is the last day of deodorants and it is currently 10:43 a.m. a later start to our day, but it is the weekend, so that is why. But today I'm going to be trying out Native, however you say it. I don't know why I want to make it super fancy and say Native. My husband thinks it's native. He's probably right. But this one is the Eucalyptus and Mint, so we do have another mint one, and I'm interested to see how this behaves. But if I don't like this, is basically going to my husband because he was also interested in this deodorant. But let's go ahead and do a sniff check.
About a 1.
About a 1 to... I'll take that. I will take a 1. Yes. Oh, this is interesting. So normally they're rounded. This one's flat. Okay, here we go. It's going on pretty smoothly. It's not wet, which is nice. A lot of the other deodorants have been like, it feels like I'm already sweating. I'm not feeling any cooling effect as of right now either. It's not like the Arbonne one.
It's just a very gentle eucalyptus mint. I don't think I'm getting any of your smell anymore.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not feeling anything in my pits. There's no like cooling sensation. It doesn't feel sweaty wet, which I really appreciate because a lot of the ones that have gone on this nicely have also been really, really wet. And so I just feel like for about 5 minutes I'm sweating, which is like weird. So, I mean, you guys can see how like easy I am putting this on. I would say it's like a nice in-between of like dry deodorants and the ones that just like glide on super nicely. I'm still really not feeling a cooling sensation. I mean, I guess there's maybe a little bit there, like the tiniest bit, but that's kind of about it. So I'll let you know if that changes when I come back at the end of the day. Right now we are gonna go work out with our personal trainer, so we're gonna get our butts kicked. And then I have a film gig I have to be at for a while, and then the rest of the day is gonna just be me working on stuff at home. So that's kind of what my day looks like today, and I'll come back at the end of it and we'll do another sniff check and see how well this lasted. Okay guys, it's really late. It is 1:53 a.m. So, woo, we gotta get to bed. We almost forgot to actually do this. So come over here and we'll do the sniff check. Yeah.
I think you're up to about a 5 and I don't smell deodorant anymore.
Okay, so it didn't hold up as nicely as I would have hoped. One of the things I will say about this deodorant is I really like how it applied, the fact that it wasn't wet, but it also wasn't like super dry, so I don't have to like have specific moments that I can apply my deodorant. So that's the nice thing about this deodorant. I wish it would have lasted as nicely as like the ones that have, you know, really lasted throughout the whole entire day. Granted, we did a lot of core and cardio today for our workout, so like a lot of sweating. I will also say I don't think I ever felt the mint ever. So that's what's kind of nice about this one if you're wanting the benefits of like mint and eucalyptus, but maybe you're not wanting that cooling sensation. This might be the one to go with rather than the Arbonne one, which was also mint. But I'm gonna come back on a different day because obviously I'm gonna go get some sleep. And so I'll come back and I'll finish my thoughts and let you know what I think about all of them. Okay guys, now it's time for my final thoughts. To be honest, I've had a huge chunk of time that has passed since I recorded the first part of this video. And really I got super busy, so that's part of it. But it also gave me a lot more time to continue to try out these deodorants just to see if like after using it for a while, did that change? Did my opinions change? And I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of my opinions stayed the same from the first time I used it. And so basically what I wanna do right now, I wanna quickly go through this because the video is already getting kind of long, but I just wanna go through and tell you my least favorite to my favorite. So by far my least favorite definitely was the Love Beauty and Planet one, and I have used this one since, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I really don't like that fresh, wet sensation. I really just don't like it. It feels like I'm already sweating, and out of all of them, like this one just does not even last to the end of the day. So even on days where I'm like sitting around the house, it just doesn't last. So no matter what, I'd have to constantly reapply it, and it's just, I feel like it's rubbing off. So I'm not a big fan of this one. From there, I would say the next step up is definitely the Arbonne deodorant. I think the mint is really great on this one. So if you're looking for a really mint heavy one, this is definitely one to check out. However, like again, it didn't last very long throughout the day. On an average day, I think it's lasted pretty well throughout the day. So definitely a step up from that one. But like on days where I'm working out, it just doesn't work out that well. Next, I'm sadly gonna say this one. This one I have used on like casual days, and sometimes at the end of the day, I still smell fine, and some days it like stopped 3/4 of the way through. So I think it just kind of depends day to day how well this one lasts. I'd be willing to continue to pick up something like this just because it is compostable, because I do still very much love the smell of this one. Like out of all of these, this is my favorite one for a smell. I'm hoping that in the future they can maybe make one that is like extra strength, because that is definitely something I would pick up because I love the smell, but I need something that'll just be stronger day to day. From there, we're gonna look at Nativa. If you know what this is called, please let me know in the comments. Is it Native? That's option 1. Option 2 is Nativa. Let me know because I still have no idea. Again, like I loved the application of this one. If I could have the application of this one and the strength of the two that I'm about to mention, I would be so happy. That would be like best of both worlds going on. However, This just didn't last as nicely throughout the day as compared to the two over here. Out of application, this is definitely the winner, but it just didn't last as strong for those workout days. And guys, I have not decided out of these two here, so this is gonna be kind of a tie. But these two by far were my favorite from this little experiment that we did. I would definitely say this one applies easier, just because this one is a clay dry deodorant. It applies a bit rougher unless you use the little tips and tricks to help it apply smoother. So I just feel like this one, it takes a little bit more thought to apply than necessarily this one. However, I mentioned that there was a staining issue in the earlier part of the video, and every time I've applied this one since, it definitely still like shows up color on my pits, which I don't like. It definitely has never like stained me in any way. Like it always comes out, so like that's not an issue, but it still does add color to my pits, which I'm not a big fan of. However, both of these have lasted really, really well throughout a pretty hardcore workout day. So like these definitely have withstood the test of this wet. So that's the nice thing. So like there's things that I love about these, and I love how strong they are, but there are things I wish I could change about them. Like I wish I could make this one I wish I could make the application of this one like the native Nativa one. And this one I just wish wouldn't stain my pits. So I am curious though if there are some Smits deodorants that maybe are clear, and then I wouldn't have that issue. So that's something I'm going to be looking into. If you know about that, let me know in the comments below what you think about it. If you have a favorite one by Smits, let me know in the comments below. But these two I definitely would say are the winners of the video. I just think they lasted really, really nicely. The ones that I would never pick up again are obviously these two. I did not enjoy that wet sensation. So these are just going to my husband. He's gonna finish them off because he does like the fresh sensation. I would say out of the two of these, if you're looking for that fresh sensation, that type of fresh deodorant, Arbonne is going to be a better option, just because this one, it's not going to last. Unless you like to apply deodorant throughout the day. Then yeah, either of these would work. I honestly would probably pick up this one again if they get extra strength. I think that would be a big thing for me. This one I'll probably pick up just to have for something that I can use on those like normal non-gym days where I'm not going to be doing a ton throughout the day. I would pick up Native again. I think it's really nice deodorant. I just wish it was stronger. So maybe I'll see if they have an extra strength one, because I think that would be absolutely beautiful, and I would definitely pick this one up again all the time if they had an extra strength one. But as of right now, these are the two brands that I'm going to be using whenever I pick up deodorant. Smits is definitely a lot easier to find. You're going to find it in a lot of Targets, I think some Walmarts, and some other stores. Like Smits is just going to be a lot easier to find. Whereas Zion Health, you might be able to find it in some of like, you know, the co-ops or the health stores that are near you. Otherwise, you can order it online. And I do have that coupon code down below if this seems like a deodorant that you would like. But let's end this video. It is so long. I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for sticking with me. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know if you have tried any of these deodorants and what you think about them, or if there's a vegan and cruelty-free deodorant that you have tried that I did not show in this video. Let me know about it down below in the comments. Also, if you are new to my channel, I would absolutely love if you would subscribe and click the little bell that is down below so you can get notified for my future content. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time.